He's 10 inches tall. He's as wide as a 2x4. Stands on his own. I got tight grain here on this Santa, and you can tell picking out a piece, I'd recommend that you use like the heart. This is like the heart. This is like the center of the tree. And the grain is really stable, really straight to use it for this kind of idea. So you can see on the side, this is 2 inches. Well, it's an inch. It was 2 inches. I cut it down to an inch, and then I routed out a section to put this in because it's nice to have his face sticking out a little bit. And it's also nice if I mess this piece up, of course I could make another one. If I mess this up, it's a lot more difficult. So I had this idea of just putting basswood in here. And then I do putty in here, glue him in, glue his head in once I get it cut. But I drew my line there so that I don't carve anything close to that area. So kind of fun. And I can do his hands either carved in, or I'm probably going to make his hands come out and him holding something with this. Also, I'm going to take a draw knife and draw this piece down to a more manageable piece, because wood carving all this off of here by hand, it takes forever. So a draw knife is going to help me with that. What I'm going to do today is do a little bit of carving on his face here. So I'll show you that. We usually try to do the nose first. And you can see I got my trusty glove on, cut resistant. It's a nice morning out here. You might hear the birds or something, but that nose has got to really come out here. So there's no better way than just start cutting away, because all this has got to come off of here. I could take it on a bandsaw and cut that out too, and I might. Right now I'm just doing stop cuts, pretty easy, pushing with my thumb, cutting in. I'm trying to get this thing up here so I'm not shaking I got my phone on a stand, and I hate the fact that I'm shaking this a little bit, so I'll try not to do that. So you can go all the way across, cutting away. And you can tell I got my knife extremely sharp, that I'm not using a whole lot of pressure there. Turn them around, pull to you. And when I pull to myself, I always like hold it there with my thumb. So when I'm pulling, like if I'm really pulling into something, I'm pushing a little bit back so I don't, lose it and it comes up and cuts me. So it's just something you do naturally after a while. So when I pull, I got my thumb there holding it. For some of you young or new, not young, new carvers. And then I push I can push with my thumb also. All the way down. Comes off pretty nice. I wonder if I move this a little bit here. Not too bad. I have to cut his eye area in. Round him off. Some carvers say to round off the piece first, so it's nice to hold in your hand. Of course, this one, I am not going to go any further than that line, and I'm not going to round this off because that's going to be glued down into the wood. But it is kind of nice to go to different sections of the carving. So this is going to be a Christmas gift, requested one. You know, I do a lot of my carvings for Christmas presents. I went to a craft show yesterday, or an antique show yesterday, and there wasn't very many carvers. I didn't see any carvers setting out. It would have been cool to see, but anyway, you can see him getting off his face here. I don't want to lose my drawing there, so I know where his eyes are. And right where his eyebrows are, I'll try to notch that out a little bit, cut that out a little bit. So I am going to provide a PDF for this piece that I'm still working on. Once I get it done, I'll let you know. But if you want to make one, of course, if you're creative, you can just go with the concept and run with it. But I know there's some people like the drawing of stuff. Okay, well, you're getting the idea, but this nose has really got to come out here. You can tell I don't want him to be a Mr. Flatface Santa, so that has really got to come out. I can come across here, cutting deep, then come back around, cut back into that line, and I can keep doing that forever. I might just cut it on a bandsaw. I'm getting lazy in my old age. It's therapeutic, but when you're doing a video, you know, you don't want to take forever on something. But if you do want to cut it in, you just keep doing that, cutting a line across. And then come back to it. I guess I could do it that way. But anyway. I'm kind of going all over the place so that I don't lose a lot of my lines and stuff too. Like, you know, going to his cheeks, going to his head. And then I could do his mouth here too, just to get the idea of where his mustache is going to go. It's not where it's going to go. I mean, there's a lot of wood that has come off here for that, so it's just keeping my line in a little bit. Mainly stop cuts. There you go. It looks really primitive when you're first starting out. But keep at it. This is going to be the most detailed work on this. This and the hands. And then what I try to do, I sometimes carve something so the Santa can hold it in his hands, which is kind of fun. There we go. You can see it's getting there. It's very primitive when you're first starting out, but it'll go from this to the finished product. I think it's it for this video. So just slide his head back in there, see how he's looking. There we go. It's getting there, but he's not going to be no flat face. He will have a nose sticking out of there eventually. So, but I might come in here and cut back with a bandsaw to get that nose out of there, or bring it to the forefront. All right, thanks. Have a great day.